Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Welcome to Brunch with Brian.
Lynette's with me today. We're in a new location. We're in the backyard today.
That's right.
And so you're enjoying a different location for Brunch with Brian. Guess what? We're going to get out and we're going to get to some new different spots. And you're going to enjoy some different locations. We got boring inside, so we're going to enjoy different places in the house. And today we're going to talk about some different things. Our topic for Brunch with Brian today is being a little more healthy. And so we're gonna, there's the puppies. Hey, look at them over there. I don't know if you guys can see, that's the backyard there. We back up to this gorgeous park. There's the pool. The chairs are kind of in the way there. There's the puppies. They get to look out at the beautiful park all day long. So today, guys, actually, I'm going to talk about a book that Ron LeGrand recommended to me. I'm going to do a little reading out of the China Study.
Oh my goodness, I love that book. I don't read a lot of books, but that's one that's worth reading, let me tell you.
Ron, actually, when Ron had a little health challenge a couple of years ago, over 10 years ago, he recommended this book and said that this would change everything for people. So let's start off, guys. Health-wise, it's so good to be healthy. And with the COVID-19, guys, what is the biggest factor? What's really happening in the world, guys? The people that are having the health challenges are the people with underlying health conditions. The folks who are, well, let's get to the real facts. The people who are dying are the people who so much have the underlying health conditions of diabetes, heart disease, and hypertension. And those are all health-related, food-related illnesses. And so, guys, okay, let's start with smiling. That's not really a good segue into smiling, but let's all smile. Lynette's so good at smiling. She smiles all the time.
Thank you, honey.
So smile for 30 seconds. Okay, let's keep that smile on our face. Everybody's smiling out there. You're smiling, right? Are you smiling right now? Of course you are, because you smile for 30 seconds whenever you get on with Brunch with Brian. It's automatic. Every time you see us, whenever you see Lynette or Brian, you always get a big smile on your face, right? Yes.
It feels good.
Yes, feels great. Gets all those good brain chemicals going, flowing. Dopamine makes you feel super positive. Okay, now let's do our breathing. 3 nice deep breaths. 1 in, ready? In, and hold it a second, and release it. Let out all tension and negativity. Another deep breath in. Hold it a second and let it all go. All tension. Okay. Another deep breath in. Real deep this time. Take a little more. Hold it and let it all go. Oh, that feels so good, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh,
wow.
Okay, so now our quote, guys, for today, it's from the back of the China Study book. It says, change your diet and dramatically reduce your risk of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Okay, so that's just a little quote from the back of the book. And now I'm going to do a little reading here, guys, and this is from page 2 of the China Study. I haven't done a lot of readings lately. I like to do also little, little stories or sermons, homilies. Let you guys, I have stories to tell about different things that sometimes can be illuminating. We read for motivation, for understanding, and that's what we use our quotes for. Sometimes that can be very illuminating. I still like that quote we used on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, about the duck. Always stay calm and ruffled on the surface, but paddle like the devil underneath. Okay. Okay. And so on this quote, this is actually bullet points. I talk about bullet points a lot. I always want you to use bullet points when you're advertising your properties. It's the best way to present a list of features of the house. I never want to see a block of text where it's just features listed with a bunch of commas and it's just margin to margin features. Nobody reads them, but if you present it in bullet points, it's good. This is bullet points. Here's actually, guys, this is 7 bullet points about eating properly that can be helpful. Synthetic chemicals in the environment and in your food, as problematic as they may be, are not the main cause of cancer. The genes that you inherit from your parents are not the most important factors in determining whether you fall prey to any of the 10 leading causes of death. The hope that genetic research will eventually lead to drug cures for diseases ignores the more powerful solutions that can be employed today. Obsessively controlling your intake of any one nutrient, such as carbohydrates, fat, cholesterol, or omega-3 fats, will not result in long-term health. Vitamins and nutrient supplements do not give you long-term protection against disease. Drugs and surgery don't cure the diseases that kill most Americans. Your doctor probably does not know what you need to do to be the healthiest you can be. So basically, all those things say that your health is most likely diet related. So eating healthily, eating the right kind of foods really impacts your health in the biggest possible way. So this is all about the China study, the eating healthily, eating the right kind of diet. And guys, I'm not proposing, I haven't read this book. Okay, I'll tell you that. I know that I eat pretty healthy. How about you, honey? Do you eat pretty healthy?
I do actually. The thing I do is I try to eat moderation.
Yeah, we don't eat too much.
We split meals when we're at a restaurant.
That's actually probably one of the smartest things we do. They always bring you so much at a restaurant. We haven't been eating at restaurants a lot lately, but we do generally. We usually almost always split meals at a restaurant. And even if we don't split a meal, we usually eat about half and bring the rest home because they bring you so much. And when we eat at home, even, if I prepare too much, oftentimes I'll eat half of the meal I even fixed for myself at home. You know what? I lost 50 pounds in 50 weeks about 5 years ago in 2013. Jesus, it's like 7 years ago now.
Yeah, that's like 7 years
ago.
Yeah,
and it kind of creeped up on me because I'd always been pretty fit my whole life. But I got up to 204 pounds. If you guys want to, I'll post a picture later if you ask me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll post a picture of a before and after later. How about that? Okay. Well, this is the after. This is the after right here. As of this morning, I weigh myself every day. This morning I weighed 156.2. I tend to be right around 155.
Guess how much I weigh? Are they guessing?
Yeah, guess
how much does Lynette weigh?
Lynette always weighs about the same. She never went up much her whole life. However, I did get up to 204. I weighed 204 at my peak, and then I went down all the way from 204 down to 154 in a span of, come here, get this Yeti.
Are they guessing how much I weigh?
Yeah. so guys, I went down something with, I went down 50 pounds in 50 weeks, and it basically was all diet related. I actually didn't change my activity at all. I just changed what I was eating, and small portion satisfaction was a big key. Write those 3 words down. If you're trying to drop a few pounds, that's a big key. Smaller portion satisfaction. Look at what's on your plate right now. Cut it in half mentally and say, I'm happy with that. I can walk to my place where I eat. I can walk to the table, sit down, eat that, and say, yes, I'm satisfied. Now, you're going to think, I'm still going to be hungry when I'm done eating that. But guess what? Your stomach will shrink. And it's really a mental game. You got to say, I'm going to be happy with that. Now, here's Saturn and Mars. These are number 4 and 5 of our Shih Tzus. We started with Mercury and Jupiter. And
so I will say, honey, with the isolation, I've been able to eat better because I actually started cooking again because I'm home, and I can choose to cook without butter, and I can choose to, moderate what food I'm intaking. Where when I was out a lot, I would, unfortunately do drive-thrus, but there is healthy choices on drive-thrus. Like we go to Kneaders and I get a salad. So there's definitely healthy choices when you're out. But since we've been isolated and I started cooking again, I did drop a couple pounds. And I think I would attribute that to because we're home isolated. But
even pizza, if you're ordering pizza, guys, I still, even when I was losing the weight, I still ate pizza. But instead of eating 3 big pieces of pizza, I just eat 1 piece of pizza.
That's a good point.
So it's smaller portion satisfaction is a big key for me. And but you can do it, and you can eat healthier. And even though I never read this book, I know there's a lot of good stuff in here, and I have the book. You know what? I'm going to read this book.
I did glance through it.
Yeah, and you know what it's going to tell me, and I know what it's going to talk about. It's going to talk about eating uh, beans and rice and healthier, low fat, higher. I'm guessing now. Somebody tell me what the China study says. I'm guessing it's lower fat. I know studies of cultures that have lived a long time, longevity studies, say that people eat beans for some reason. These cultures tend to eat not not green beans, more like beans. For some reason your gut likes that kind of mealy paste and does well with it, and it's protein, and it's not meat necessarily. Not that meat is all that bad, but it's not a meat centric diet. Beans and rice and that kind of thing. And it's not a lot of sugar. For sure, sugar is bad. Everybody knows sugar is bad. So if you eat a lot of sugar or processed chemically food, diet soda. Now we gave up diet soda about 2.5 years ago. That was a good move. So we drink a lot of water. I know that's good. And you know what? I don't even have to tell you what's healthy and what's not. You probably already know pretty much what's healthy. And just making a little tiny changes in your diet can make a big impact. So you guys know we're rooting for you. And if you ever want to share anything you're doing that's making you healthier, we're 100% cheerleaders for you.
We'd love to hear from you.
And if you decide to get on some regimen, we're massive cheerleaders for you. If you want to send us a private email to us and say, hey, I'm going to start something. I'm going to start something special. Go ahead and send us a private email. You guys all have our email. And send us a private email. They all have our email.
Yeah, wolffcouple@gmail.com.
Yeah, wolffcouple@gmail.com. Send us an email and say, hey, you guys motivated me to start a health regimen. And you might have some time now where you could get on a program and do some neat things. So guys, do something special for yourself. This isn't for us, guys. I mean, we don't live inside your body. Only you live inside your body. And the stretching and the health is and I'm not gonna harp on this stuff. It's all for you. It makes you feel better, makes you wake up, feel better, and it gives you years more of life. And that's the most important thing. You want to have the longest time with your grandkids and the other people in your life that you can. Boy, we went long tonight. I'm blaming it on you, honey. So Lynette's first appearance on Brunch with Brian, the puppies came in again. And guys, don't you love our backyard? And tell us if you want us to do these locations, because we like to do different locations. We like to mix it up a little bit, do something a little bit different. And so we love to do the pool. We're going to definitely, can you come up here, Van? So Van actually is coming over here. Actually, sometimes we're going to do different locations, like I said. So we'll be seeing you from all around the house. So we'll see you actually tomorrow at the same time, but probably not with Lynette.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Thank you.
Thank you, and see you tomorrow at the same time.
Mwah.